Hi there, Lloyd Machedo. Sweeney you from LloydMachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding? The date is 13th July 2018. Time right now is 7:07 in the evening. Okay. I had this customer of mine who's a client, long-term client, and he has started this new business. Okay, he started this new business online, which is into search engine optimization, social media marketing, digital marketing, all that stuff. Okay. And he gave me this question. He's based in the Middle East, and he gave me this question telling me that how do I convince a customer on price? Okay, how do I convince a customer on price? Now, if your product is unique, if your product is customized and only you're the one who's creating it, let's say, for example, Apple. Apple only creates Apple products with the Apple brand. Obviously, you can charge a premium for that because it's an Apple brand, it's a known brand. Or let's say you are a painter and your name, I'm not saying Picasso, but your name is, let's say, Joe Alexander, and you create paintings which are very unique to you and your signature, and you're known. Well, you can charge a premium for that. But if you're talking about, let's say, I buy iPods from wholesale, and I'm selling in retail. So obviously, this iPod is available maybe in this guy's shop, another guy's outlet. It's available online, available on Amazon, available on eBay, many places. So obviously, you can't charge a premium. So then it comes down to price. So when the customer is looking, if he gets this, let's say, for example, the cost is 100, and one guy's selling for 110, another guy 105, third guy 101, fourth guy says, buy one, get one free, but you'll just have to pay like $1 extra. So the customer will go where he can get the cheapest and the best, okay, with all other things being equal. So now, even with this guy, he came to the part, he told me, Loy, my cost is $15 per whatever, $15 per email or something, but the customer is negotiating for $8. Immediately I told him, tell the customer no, not interested. Because if your cost is 100 and the guy is asking you for 100 and your cost is 100, I mean, how do you pay your expenses? How do you pay your cost? I mean, it's not only to buy the product, but water, electricity, employees, salaries, marketing cost. If all that is 100, you need to have at least your margin. So if it's 101, you get a $1 profit. If it's 102, you get a $2 profit. So obviously, most of the companies keep a margin of 5% or beyond, okay? If it goes down to millions and millions, they might keep a 2% margin or 1%, okay? That's in extreme cases. However, if the customer is asking you to sell it to him at a loss with future promises, or the customer is haggling for price and, you have to keep a 5% margin or it's not worth your time, especially where effort is put in, like your expertise, years of experience. Such customers, I firmly believe, are not worth it. See, it's not just buying a product. It's not just the electricity, water, marketing, and salaries. It's not. There is also a cost involved in the education that you've had, the experience that you had, the expertise that you had, the peace of mind that you're giving the customer. All these are things you cannot measure. You can't measure, but you have to give them a value because it does occupy, some importance. Let's say, for example, I'm a personal branding strategist. I've been doing this for 11 years, okay? Now, let's say somebody from college who has read 100 books, he does exactly the same service that I'm doing. Now, I charge, $150 for 1 hour of a Skype service. Now, let's say he says, oh, Loy's charging $150, I'll do it for $10. Now, he doesn't have 11 years experience like me, so obviously $10 may be good for him. But does he have the experience that I have? No. Does he have the expertise that I have? No. He may have the knowledge. He must have read books. But reading books is not just the end of the world. If that was the case, we wouldn't need a CEO with years of experience. We could just have a college graduate become a CEO. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you have a customer who is haggling for price, forget it. Don't even bother, because today customers can get cheap, really cheap labor. Like for example, search engine optimization and email marketing. he need not get it from the same country. He can get it from Pakistan, from India, from Bangladesh, from Sri Lanka, where the cost of living is cheaper for them. So if you'll be charging $30, I'm not exaggerating, maybe someone in India will charge you $10. Maybe someone in Bangladesh will charge you $5. Maybe someone in Vietnam or Cambodia will charge you $1. It's not because they are cheap, or it's not that they are not experts. It's because their overheads are so low. To give you an example, in Dubai, my basic meal would cost me $27. Okay, in Dubai, $27 a basic meal. Here, a basic meal costs me $5. More or less, I'm eating same full stomach, but you know the cost. It's very cheap. My house used to be 48,000 dirhams annually in Dubai, a single bedroom apartment. Okay, here I have a private villa where it was 48,000. Here I'm paying only 10,000. Okay, 48,000, 10,000 annually. You see the big difference? So what I'm trying to tell you is, if a customer argues with you based on price point, it's a war you will lose. Don't focus on customers who just want cheapest and best. Such customers, the minute they tell you, you know, I want the cheapest, keep away from them. However, if you have a customer that tells you, oh, it's too expensive. It's too expensive. Suppose you say $10,000 is my fee for my service. He says it's too expensive. Then you ask him, what is your budget? If he says 5,000, tell him, for 10,000 I'll give you a $10,000 service. 5,000 I'll give you $5,000 service. 1,000 I'll give you $1,000 service. 100 I'll give you $100 service. So you break it down. How much you pay is what you get. You cannot pay $100 and expect $10,000. You can't pay 100 and expect 1,000. You can't go to just as you cannot go to, let's say, a showroom where they're selling a Rolls Royce and say, you know, I just have $5,000, which Rolls Royce can I get? You'll not even get, you know, just maybe a sticker, okay? And you cannot go to a restaurant, a 5-star restaurant, and say, oh, your soup is, you know, $25. I want the soup, the same soup, instead of $25, $1, because that street vendor there is giving the soup for $1. No, it doesn't work that way. So it's common sense. So if you have a customer who just wants cheapest and best, ignore him, because you're breaking your head against a wall. Your head will break, the wall will not break. Such people you should keep away. On the other hand, if a customer is genuine and he tells you, listen, $10,000 that you have is too expensive, and you want the customer and he's a good customer, tell him, fine, $10,000 is my gig. How much can you afford? Give me your price. Based on how much your price is, I'll match that service. So it's $5,000, I'll give you $5,000 service. It's $1,000, I'll give you $1,000 service. But you say your budget is $1,000, don't expect a $10,000 service. That's very important. Also, you need to be flexible. You need to be flexible to have these answers, to have the strategy that if he says, come on, man, you know, it's too expensive, or you tell me why I should take you, I have 3 other competitors there. You should have answers to these questions. If you do not have the answers to this question, you will lose. Because end of the day, remember, the customer is ready. The customer is ready if he is willing. Okay, if he's willing, he's ready. It's just all about how you position and portray yourself. But if a customer is just wanting price, keep away from such people. That is why when I get people who tell me, Lord, I don't have money, but I want your service, I tell them, go for someone cheaper. But if they insist they want me, I tell them, then what is your budget? I'll give you accordingly. And keep in mind, there are many customers who have the money. Like, for example, I get these guys, I see them having these expensive AirPods from iPhone, an expensive iPhone. They have an expensive car. No, it's too expensive. So they can buy an iPhone, they can buy the latest model, the car, they can have a 4-wheeler, they can have expensive clothes. But they choose not to pay me what I'm worth. Such people, it's better to keep away. So these are my views where convincing a customer on price point is concerned. There are some, you know, really stingy, cheap people who you should keep away from. Just keep away. It's not worth. Because if you agree to their price, they will chew your brains. They will make you work. They will crucify you, and then you'll regret, oh sheesh, why did I even take this customer? Because they are such despicable human beings. So it's better than that. Focus on searching someone worthwhile, you will find. So these are my thoughts in terms of how to convince a customer, especially who's haggling for price. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I definitely read all of them. Like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't like it, give it a thumbs down. This is Lloyd from LiveMachedo.com, who's Live Machedo and Think Personal Branding, signing off for now. Take care, guys. Bye.